Hello, everybody. Welcome to poll number 25. This is a Patreon poll, so if you want to be able to vote in this poll of 4 possible albums that I will listen to next, head on over to my Patreon. The link will be in the description, as well as the link to the poll. $1 a month gets you access to voting in these polls, and here are the 4 albums. These are ones that I have picked this time, and I have done it again kind of around the theme of a genre. The theme this time is folk rock, country, that kind of a thing. So the first album I have chosen is Blood on the Tracks. Bob Dylan, 1975, kind of later on in his career. A lot of people kind of prefer this later stuff because they think that his style has kind of been ironed out a little bit. I've still not done a Bob Dylan binge yet, so this would be, I think, an interesting kind of snapshot before I dive into him at some point. 1975, singer-songwriter, folk rock, contemporary folk, that kind of a thing. Second album on the list is Harvest by Neil Young. I will come out and say I have heard Heart of Gold, Old Man, and The Needle and the Damage Done. I have not heard any of the other tracks, but I have heard those, so keep that in mind if you decide to pick this album. I love all those tracks, though. Some of my favorite Neil Young tracks, next to Harvest Moon. Just kind of a country folk rock kind of album from 1972. The next album on the list is Court and Spark by Joni Mitchell. Is from 1974. Yet again, she's kind of moving in towards a more progressive sound here, leaning more into a jazz sound as well. Still kind of classified as just that singer-songwriter folk pop kind of a thing. I have heard Blue by Joni Mitchell, so you can look that up if you haven't heard it yet. I really enjoyed that album, and I'm eager to listen to more Joni Mitchell at some point. Last one on the list. I thought, should I go with like the new Big Thief album? And I decided, you know what? No, I'm going to stay in the 70s for all of these. They're all very close in year, 72 to 75 actually. So this last one, I Want to See the Bright Lights Tonight by Richard and Linda Thompson. Kind of one of those like albums that just never really had a ton of notoriety, it seems, and it's kind of having a limelight in the internet age. At least that's kind of the vibe I get. British folk rock, just more singer-songwriter stuff here. I believe I had listened to one track off of this. It may be the title track, I don't know. I think I may have done that during my top 10 single streams. So if you go to like the 73 or 74 section of my top 10 single streams, you might be able to see me react to that. I don't remember what it sounds like. So those are the 4 albums on the list. Head on over to my Patreon, link in the description. Also, direct link to the poll in the description. $1 a month, you can access this poll and vote in the album. It just supports the channel and me and my family. So this poll will run up through the end of July 26, Tuesday. Up through the end of the day, Mountain Standard Time, and then I will record the reaction the next day on Wednesday, the 27th. So you guys have a week to vote. Choose the best album, please. If you don't, I'll be a little bit sad. And that's all I have for you guys. So until next time, Godspeed.